Next up, let's put our hands together and welcome Miss Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express.
Wow, March. Is that how you see me? I'm very flattered.
Himeko, you're here already?
That's right. I walked in just as someone happened to be calling me a young, elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady.
You're all those things? So, you want to take it from here, Himeko?
Sure thing. Where were we? Hi, everyone. As March said, I'm Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express. Today, I'll be introducing you to a living Xianzhou legend, Jing Liu.
Ever since I first caught sight of her in Yenshing's tracking entries, I was completely hooked. She's Jing Yuan's previous master. I bet she's got all kinds of hidden stories to tell.
As one of the High Cloud Quintet, she was once the strongest swordmaster on the Luofu. However, due to the effects of Mara, she sometimes loses her grip on reality, perceiving herself as an unstoppable sword.
Jing Liu's so ruthless. She even attacked her apprentice's apprentice. And she figured out Yenshing's fighting style just from the sound of his swords. I'd bolt if I saw her coming my way.
I can't say I blame you. After the Mara took hold of Jing Liu, she became a different person. As for the day she crossed paths with Yanqing, it was quite the twist of fate.
I guess so. In any case, Jing Liu is unpredictable at the best of times. But if you catch her on a good day, she's as calm as moonlight on a silent night.
Nicely put. Her power is actually deeply connected to the moon's phases. Jing Liu is an ice-type character following the path of destruction, who uses 2 different states in combat.
Different states? What's that?
Think of it this way. When Jing Liu is in prolonged combat, her Mara-struck persona takes over and she changes states. When Jing Liu uses her skill, Transcendent Flash, she accumulates stacks of syzygy.
Whoa! Isn't Transcendent Flash the legendary sword move from Mr. Cien's story? The one that cuts through time itself?
You sure seem well-versed in High Cloud Quintet stories, March. When syzygy stacks up to a set amount, Jing Liu is consumed by Mara and enters a spectral transmigration state. In the spectral transmigration state, Jing Liu's every attack deducts a set percentage of HP from her ally's max HP. However, her attack increases according to the corresponding total HP consumed.
See? I told you she attacks her allies!
While in the spectral transmigration state, Jing Liu's skill, Transcendent Flash, becomes Moon on Glacial River, and she is unable to launch basic attacks. Moon on Glacial River doesn't consume skill points, but does consume stacks of syzygy. When stacks reach 0, Jing Liu exits the spectral transmigration state. Jing Liu's ultimate, Floor Ephemeral Dream Flux, deals a set percentage of her attack as ice damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, as well as granting her additional stacks of syzygy.
Whether it's normal state Ice Beauty Jing Liu or red-eyed spectral transmigrator state Jing Liu, she's one heck of a sword master. According
to Xianzhou records, she was taken by the Ten Lords before the onset of Mara would come later.
Becoming Mara-struck is an unavoidable fate for Xianzhou long-life species. But they're still trying to find a way to break free of the cycle.
In the brand new 1.4 mission, Clouds Leave No Trace, an anonymous letter silently appears on the Express. It seems an unexpected visitor has extended an invitation and is looking to connect with Dan Heng to delve deeper into the tale of the Xianzhou. Past events may feel distant in the present, but it's only right to give this story its proper conclusion. Valiant figures from times of old reunite with familiar faces and find themselves in a world drastically reshaped from the one they once knew.
I heard the reason Jingliu wears a blindfold is to avoid catching sight of certain objects on the Xianzhou. Things that would trigger her memory and the Mara inside her.
Well, not seeing isn't the same as not remembering. She's never forgotten those who fought alongside her. As for solving the Mara predicament, we'll just have to stay tuned for the upcoming Xianzhou story.
Ah, looks like Jingliu's next move is gonna be trending all over the Xianzhou. Hey, Himeko, what if I start doing my own live streams? They could track Jingliu's every step. I bet they'd get loads of views.
Sorry, March. I wouldn't recommend chasing trends. Your content will probably end up clashing with the IPCs.
Really? But my favorite streamers are always saying you gotta go with the hype. Anyway, how do you think I'm doing so far, Himeko? For this episode, I did loads and loads of research. Plus, I got lots of tips from my favorite streamer.
And which streamer would this be?
Ta-da! She's a streamer called Gwenithan. Her streams are super entertaining.
Gwenithan? I can't say I've heard of her.
You haven't? She's on the
เตรียมกระเป๋าตัวฉีกก็ได้นะครับเอาเสร็จนี้
I'll tell you all about her.
ผมเอาโทปาสแน่นอนแล้วก็ผมอะจะเอาอะไรนะจะเอาการ์ดอาจารย์จิงหลิวให้น้องฮูรอดูก่อนใครอยู่เฟดได้ใครอยู่เฟดหลังเดี๋ยวรอดูก่อนเนี่ยคนนี้ก็อยากได้
There was one night I couldn't
เพราะว่าเป็น
sleep,
ลมล้าง
and I ended up watching
แล้วคิด
Gwenithan's
ว่า
Toy
เป็น
Band
ตัวด
live
อกหรือเปล่า
stream.
น่าจะเป็นตัวดอก
I never heard anything like it. I subscribed straight away. It was meant to be.
โอ้ยเจ้าจะสูงเงินคุณ ไม่มีทางผมสายฟรีจ้าเฮ้ย
She's
แต่
from
แผ่น
any
เนี้ย
of the
สูง
Xianzhou
สัก
ships.
จริงคือแบบ
I think her real name was Guinevere or something. Anyway, Gui means fine wood, not
โอ๊ะกระตุก
I means to exist, and Fen means fragrant. Su Shang came up with it for her. She's her bestie.
What lovely imagery.
จะเปิดตัวไหน
I
ครับ
know. Plus, if you think about it,
บอกได้เลยเปล่า
Guinevere and Gwenithan
เก็บรอตัวไหน
do
ไว้หรือ
sound
เปล่า
kind
หรือ
of
จะเปิดทุกคนเลย
similar if you say them a few times, right?
We might want to steer clear of wordplay, March.
ตั้ง
I
ปก
heard
ฉาก
the Xianzhou issues fines for that.
Huh? Seriously?
Xianzhou culture is vast and profound. There's still much to learn.
Gwenithan says that Su Shang is always schooling her on local culture and customs. Su Shang is as Xianzhou as it gets. I feel like everything I learned about the Xianzhou I learned from them.
Live streaming, Kwaiban, a passion for Xianzhou culture. Gwenithan seems like a girl of many talents.
She is. Although I feel like she mainly uses them to
ใช่
impress
นาง
her
เป็น
bestie.
สตรีมเมอร์นี่หว่าลืม
Did
ไป
you know that Gwenithan is actually a street performer? Not to mention she's also super
เนี่ย
talented
ท่า
on
เท่
the
มากเลยอะ
battlefield.
อยากได้อะ
Gwenithan is a fire-type character following the path of nihility. When using her skill,
กลัวไม่ออก
Blazing
แบบ
Welcome,
ลูก้า
Gwenithan
เปิดไป
launches
ประมาณ
firecrackers,
40-50
dealing
ไม่ออก
fire
ออกแต่
damage
แชม
to
พู
her
กับเซอร์ว
target
ล
and adjacent enemies with a chance of inflicting burn.
Ui.
After unlocking the trace high pulls, her basic attack, Standing Ovation, also has a chance of inflicting enemies with burn.
เป็นตัวดอทจริงด้วย
Curious.
มินิเกม
Why
เกมการ์ด
firecrackers
ในเกมชิน
exactly?
โฮโยเขาควร
Gwenithan
เอามา
says that in
ทำเกมแย
Xianzhou
กนะที่
Legends,
จัดเลย
artists use
ใช่
firecrackers
ใช่
to fend off scary beasts. In return, the nobility supported the
แต่
artists
ถ้าเราเป็นเกมแยก
financially.
เดี๋ยวมันต้องทำอะไร
Gwenithan
เยอะ
is
ๆ
just
ผมว่าเขาไม่ท
continuing the tradition, and friendly locals are only too happy to support her. Funnily enough, her talent is called Patreon benefits. When Gwenithan is on the battlefield and an enemy
ำลีกออฟ
sustains
ลีเจน
burn
ได้อะ
damage,
ที่มัน
there's
แย
a
กเกม
chance
การ์
they'll
ด
enter
กับ
a fire kiss
เกม
state. Fire Kiss is stackable
เกม
and
โมบ้าเลย
limited to a
ทำอย่าง
set
นั้น
number
ได้
of
มันจะดี
turns.
มากเลย
While in
แต่
the
นี่มัน
Fire Kiss state,
ทำแยกไม่ได้
enemies sustain increased damage. Which reminds me,
มัน
I
เชื่อว่า
think
ทำแยกไม่ได้หรอก
Gwenithan
เขา
live streamed
ไม่
a
ทำมากก
battle
ว่า
once too. Her ultimate, watch this showstopper, summons and detonates an even bigger firecracker in the form of a D-ting.
โอ้กระตุยละ อย่าเพิ่งกระตุกแป๊บนึงกระตุกจังวะกระตุกอ่ะเดี๋ยวผมปรับภาพลงมาหน่อย
About that, her stream was taken down halfway through. I think she violated the platform's fire safety policy.
Oh.
Oh.
What do you think? Got a better picture of Gwenaifen now?
น่าเล่นมากเอาหน้าเอามาเล่นกับข้ามาก
Cool, isn't she? I'll message you the link to her streams right now. Sometimes she even sends gifts to her fans. Hey, Gwaelings, check this out. Scale Gorge spring water, clear and tasteless, rich in calories. One sip. You just saved yourself a meal. Actually, I bought some 5-liter Scale Gorge spring water during Gwenaifen's last stream. When you're watching her stream, you gotta be ready to grab the deals. They're awesome.
Wait a minute, March. If that's the case, those bottles of Scale Gorge spring water in the Express's storage room, you bought all of those?
Yeah? What about them?
Interesting. Just the other day, Welt was telling me about his new healthy lifestyle habits. Apart from exercise, he's been drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Strangely enough, he's gained a little weight. Guess it must have been...
So, Mr. Yang was drinking the... It's Himeko. We should get back to the show. The next person we'll be talking about is Topaz.
เขาเห็นว่ามันไม่สำคัญมากขนาดนั้นมั้ง
So,
ที่แบบว่าจะทำเป็นแบบเกมแยกอีกเกมไปเลย
Actually, I don't know either. But the director said that Topaz works for the IPC. She even knows that presenter, Albert. Speaking of, let's get him on the line. He can introduce Topaz.
เขาทำได้แต่คือ
Albert?
เขาไม่ทำแค่นั้น
Albert!
เอาเปิดเอามาดิ
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your good buddy Albert.
Why did our art style change?
On my show, we go by my style. Up next, allow me, Albert, a professional inter-astral peace corporation anchor, to introduce to you my guest and IPC
เดี๋ยวนะเขายังไม่โชว์เคสโทปาเลยนี่ไงเนี่ยน้องหมูน่ารักมากอ่ะชอบท่ามากน้องน่ารัก
Topaz is a rising star in the IPC Strategic Investment Department, currently heading up the Special Desk Picket team. She's a combination of youth, elegance, and remarkable ability.
The Special Debts Picket team.
Well, as you may know, among the universe's major investors and lenders, the IPC is a big fish. And with so many venture capital projects, there are bound to be bumps in the road.
เพราะว่าตอนนี้มี
Topaz is our go-to person to smooth out the bumps and make sure
ที่กำลังแข่งกันอยู่ตอนเนี้ย
we recover what's owed.
ไม่รู้ว่ามีเกมอื่นไหนนะยูกิด้วยมันแข่งกันอยู่ตอนนี้
When dealing with defaulters, Topaz's methods are swift and effective, saving the IPC from many a potential loss. She also has a great knack for investments, turning even the bleakest projects into success stories and ensuring huge returns for the corporation.
Wow, impressive! Does she have some kind of superpower?
Within the walls of the IPC, there is indeed a rumor that Topaz's stellar success might have something of the supernatural
เขา
about
ไม่
it.
สนเกมการ์ดกันเยอะขนาดนั้น เขาสน
Supernatural?
แค่เนื้อเรื่องใน
Who
เกมเกน
reminds
ชิน
me
แล้ว
of
ก็ตัวละค
Gwenaifan's
รแค่นั้น
ghost
เอง
hunting streams.
Ghost hunting? Let's not jump the gun. When people think of Topaz,
ถ้า
they don't think about
เกม
ghosts,
การ์ดมัน
but a certain
แบบว่าท
unmistakable companion.
ำเป็นเกมการ์ดแยกแล้วมีเนื้อเรื่องในการ์ดที่แบบว่าเรายังไม่เคยเห็น
They may look
แบบ
like
นั้
a
นมัน
cute
จะน่าสนใจแล้ว
mascot,
ดึ
but
งผู้เล่น
Numpy is
เข้า
Topaz's
มาเยอะ
trusted
ขึ้น
sidekick,
ที่แบบ
both
ดี
at
เจนออฟ
work
ดูทูล่า
and
ทำ
out on the
คือแบบ
battlefield.
ทำโมเดลตัวละครแบบเป็นแบบใหม่แบบว่ามีอาร์ตสไตล์ใหม่แล้วก็มีเรื่องใหม่ๆที่เราอาจจะยังไม่เคยเห็นในเกม Genshin แล้วเราไปเจอในเกมการ์ดแทนเลยประมาณนี้แต่น่ามันจะดึงผู้เล่นเข้ามาได้แต่ไม่
is a legit employee. Even have an official role in title. Really? And don't forget, the corporate world mirrors the battlefield in more ways than one. Topaz's prowess in the former is just as swift and formidable in the latter. And you better believe, Numby, there's a huge part in that. Topaz and Numby are fire-type characters following the path of the hunt. At the start of an allied turn, if no enemy on the battlefield is inflicted with proof of death, Topaz will inflict this state on a random enemy, thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Numby starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously, attacking enemies inflicted with proof of death. Excluding Numby's own turns, every time an ally follow-up attack hits an enemy inflicted with proof of death, Numby's action is advanced forward.
Seems like Numby and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a tight unit. Speaking of which, Topaz's skill, difficulty band, is able to reallocate proof of debt to a different target, allowing Numby to immediately launch an assault and deal a set percentage of Topaz's attack as fire damage to the new target. This counts as a follow-up attack. Topaz's ultimate, Turn a Profit, allows Numby to enter the Windfall Bonanza state. In this state, damage and crit damage dealt by Numby both experience an increase. If that wasn't enough, every time an ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate hits an enemy inflicted with proof of death, Numby's action is additionally advanced forward. After Numby launches a set number of attacks, its effect is dispelled.
Some believe that everything possesses a soul. I believe that if you treat all living things with genuine care, regardless of whether they're human, they'll respond in kind.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Numby's not done yet. Topaz and Numby's technique, Explicit Subsidy, allows Topaz to summon Numby when entering a map. Numby then automatically seeks out basic treasures and trotters within a certain range, leading Topaz right to the loot. The best part? Trotters won't be alerted to their approach, and this effect doesn't even consume technique points. If Topaz and Numby enter combat after using their technique, our little warp trotter generates a set amount of Topaz energy after launching their first attack. If Topaz and Numby are still in the team after winning a battle entered in this way, the team receives a small amount of additional credits up to a set daily limit. The above also goes for winning battles entered in this way within the simulated universe. But instead of credits, the team receives a small amount of cosmic fragments with a chance to bag a random curio.
That's quite the skill set. Seems like Topaz and Numby have a bad cop approach to debt collection.
All that and no debuffs. We might as well call Numby the omnipotent cosmic baby.
ในโลกซิมด้วยและช่วยหากล่องในโลกทั่วไปด้วยโอเคโอ้ชิบหายเหมาะกับการสำรวจมาก
Topaz doesn't care much about Numby's wealth-generating abilities. Here at the IPC, she has a reputation for being clean as a whistle. Money just isn't that important to her. Money is a means, not an end. Work should make you happy. Topaz looks after Numby because she loves them. Simple as that. That's not all I heard. In version 1.4, Stagnant Shadow's Shape of Scorch will be going live. Beat it, and you can snag the essential material required for Topaz and Goodnight. Searing Steel.
Albert, are you sure Topaz is just your colleague? It feels like she's got a way bigger role than you.
What? Clearly, you've never worked in a top-tier company. In esteemed enterprises like ours, we stress a horizontal approach to management. As long as one has their own methodology, finds their own niche, and employs their own strategy, they can exert unlimited influence and change the fate of a project.
Himeko, is he making any sense to you?
I'm not quite following.
Look, I might not get the ins and outs of investing, but I know my way around the presentation deck. Those dazzling slides on Topaz, Yup, my creation. Impressive. It's all about making yourself indispensable in the workplace. If Topaz were here right now, she'd acknowledge my presence with the utmost respect.
How's it hanging, Owlie? Hi, viewers.
Topaz!
That's my name. Don't wear it out. You guys probably mentioned already, but I work in the strategic investment department at the IPC headquarters. It's an honor to be here for Miss March 7's show today, and to meet Miss Himiko.
Hi, Topaz.
Nice to meet you too.
Director Topaz, what brings you here?
A while ago, we received an investment application from the Interastral Peace Media Department. It seems the IPM's presenters want to expand the program's reach. As such, the corporation sent me to evaluate the program's performance.
Director Topaz, I'll show you my expertise right now. So, without further ado, let's unveil version 1.4's eagerly awaited 5-star characters. During the first phase of 1.4 in the character event warp, Gentle Eclipse of the Moon, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Jing Liu. And during the second phase of 1.4, 2 character event warps will become available. In the character event warp, Sunset Claws, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star characters Topaz and Numby. Meanwhile, in character event warp, Butterfly on Sword Tip, the limited 5-star character Zila will be making a return. And I almost forgot to mention, the 4-star character Goodnight will also be a part of these 2 second phase character event warps.
Look who's back! It's Zila! What? Feels like forever since we last saw her in Belobog.
What?
Characters aside, we're also eagerly anticipating version 1.4's 5-star light cones. At 1.4's first phase light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, I shall be my own sword.
Standing there in the moonlight without her blindfold, amidst all those flowers.
Meanwhile, in 1.4's second phase light cone event warps, the drop rates for the 5-star light cones, worrisome blissful, and in the night will be boosted.
Wow, Topaz is so lucky to be surrounded by so many cute fluff balls. Can we get one for the Express, Himiko? Oh, please?
I'm afraid that might not be possible. I remember Pom Pom saying they're not keen on having anything that sheds fur in carriages.
But Pom Pom sheds tons of fur.
You know, trotters like Numby make great companions. They're non-shedding, low maintenance, and super squishy. Plus valuable treasures. Or what about adopting a talking bird? Like Owlie here.
Wait, what? Owlie? Absolutely not. I'm the star of the IPM. And that wraps up today's Warp and Light Cone segment. Director Topaz, I was wondering, how did you rate my performance?
Let's talk about that later. The reason I'm here for March's show today is to present some small gifts to our esteemed viewers on behalf of the IPC. I'm not the best at crafting presentation decks, but here is a slide I worked up.
โค้ดแรกไม่ทันอ่ะโค้ดแรกอะไรวะทำยังไง
Feel the frost in the space fantasy adventure Honkai Star Rail.
Dive into a timeless space fantasy adventure, Honkai Star Rail.
โค้ดแรกไม่ทันอ่ะ
Gee, thanks, Topaz. It's great you could take time out of your schedule to be on the show. You must be pretty busy.
Well, the corporation is a big part of my life. In fact, me and my team are heading out to business on BeaLoZ 6 very soon. Taking part in today's program was a nice change of pace for me.
Oh, really? BeaLoZ 6? We've been there. So, is this a debt collecting trip?
I'm afraid I can't comment on internal IPC matters. That said, I heard the Express crew will be heading to BeaLoZ 6 for the Trailblaze Continuance Future Market. Looking forward to seeing you all in BeaLoZ.
Huh? How did you know about that?
Preliminary research is crucial for the smooth progression of any project. Our data collection lead informed me about a significant site on BeaLoZ 6 known as the Pillars of Creation, a memorial symbolizing centuries of BeaLoZian resistance. Out of respect, I intend to pay a visit there with a few colleagues.
Ooh.
Colleagues?
Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce them. Senior staff, team leader, grunt, field personnel, and grunt, jury personnel.
They look pretty slick, but I can't help but wonder...
Are they enthusiastic about a trip to an ice planet?
I'm afraid enthusiasm doesn't come into it. The IPC's balance sheet isn't the best right now. We haven't got the capital to outsource sessions like these.
That explains the recent disturbance in the corporation. As if thousands of voices suddenly sighed in exhaustion and are suddenly silenced.
Let's set that aside for now. You know, I've heard all about the achievements of the Astral Express. I also heard that the train's navigator was a lady of unparalleled beauty and talent. It was a pleasure to meet you at last, Miss Himiko.
Another reason for coming on the show today? I hope I lived up to your expectations.
You exceeded them. Next time, let's see if we can meet up in person.
I'm sure we can make that happen. Once your work in BeaLoZ is done, perhaps you'd like to drop by the Express.
It's a deal. I've always wanted to set eyes on the Express.
We get
a room for these guys already?
Get a room? What does that mean?
As another gesture of the corporation's goodwill, I'd like to introduce a brand new event for everyone to take part in.
Woohoo!
Nice!
Recognized universally as the leading video game brand, Ethereum Wars is set to unveil an offline fan event on BeaLoZ 6. The Interastral Tournament Festival.
Ethereum Wars? What's that?
Think of it as a holographic video game. To secure a spot in the grand final, contestants must collect and nurture ether spirits, which can be found within victory zones.
Ether spirits?
I'd venture to guess they're much like Numby here. Digital replicas of creatures designed to serve as combat companions.
Right you are, Miss Himiko. Your knowledge in this area is surprising.
I've heard a thing or two about the IPC's research and cultivation programs. Am I right in assuming that the aim of this event is to analyze the suitability of different species as fighting companions?
Correct. And we stand by our promise that no real-life creatures will be harmed during Ethereum Wars. The IPC has renovated an old weapons testing ground to serve as a tournament venue. We've also set up victory zones in different locations. Herta Space Station, BeaLoZ 6, and the Xianzhou Luofu. Those who manage to defeat the championship contenders in each victory zone and complete the hyperlink challenges will be greeted with generous rewards. It's also worth noting that ether spirits, both allied and enemy alike, are classified into 3 types: mechanical, humanoid, and aberrant. In combat, these types have a cyclical relationship, with each one countering another. Attacking enemies that are vulnerable to your current ether spirit type will allow you to deal extra damage.
Oh, so picking a type that counters your opponents is super important.
You got it. Furthermore, as you advance through the competition, you gain access to the even more formidable Overlord Ether Spirits, which can be developed to boost their combat prowess.
So the deeper you delve into the competition, the fiercer the fights become. This is gonna be quite the contest. You okay there, March 7th?
Ether Spirit, copy! Let's see. Whoa, a gold Albert!
Miss March! Do I look like some paddle pet to you? You can't just collect anything and everything.
Just curious.
ล่าสุดจะจับ
A
เอาเบิร์ด
reminder to our esteemed contestants. Numerous players from across the universe will be partaking in Ethereum Wars. As you progress, new opponents will be revealed. After completing all challenges, exhibition matches await, where you might end up face to face with some unexpected opponents. And should you rise to the occasion and overcome the International Tournament Festival challenges, you'll receive IPC-sponsored eligibility for a specially selected 4-star character. And there you have it, the full rundown on Ethereum Wars. Hope you all have fun, and remember to treat your combat companions kindly.
ถ้าอีเวนต์มันอยู่ถึงเฟส 2ได้ก็ดีแหละ
Bye for now.
เจ๊ลองเปิด
You're leaving so soon?
เจ๊ลองเปิดลูก้าในตู้
But
โทร
I'm
บัต
sure our paths will cross again. Over to you and Albert. Keep up the good work. There will be a year-end bonus for everyone when we roll out the new project.
Thank you, Director. Your wisdom, foresight, and mentorship know no bounds. Take care now. Stay safe out there.
I should be going too. There's some maintenance on the express to attend to.
เอาเลยแล้วแต่
Catch
เรื่
you
อง
all
เอา
soon.
Thanks for all the help, Himeko. See you soon.
เซอร์ว่า E6 ไปแล้ว
Are they gone?
Gone?
Topaz and Himeko.
I think so.
You sure?
Yes. Take a look for yourself. See? Told you. All gone. Nobody here but me. Nobody else on the line.
และ
That's
มีคนแอบ
relief.
จ้อง
All those gifts. If you ask me, Topaz is just abusing her position to engage in a personal pastime.
Huh? Topaz's personal pastime? What's that?
Isn't it obvious to you? Maybe you should take another look at the specifics of this event.
Let me think. I got it! So Topaz's personal pastime is hunting.
Duh? Hunting. Miss March, what gave you that impression?
Well, isn't that right though?
ล่าเหรอ
I'll show you. This event is all about sneaking up slowly and then... Hey!
Whoa. Slow down a second. Topaz's pastime is cuddling creatures, not hunting them. As soon as she gets home, she grabs her pets and cuddles the heck
ถ้า
out of them.
พูดจริงๆมัน
She's
จะ
got
หา
hundreds
กว่า
at her
นี้
company apartment.
Huh? Did you say hundreds? How does she have the space?
Well, her company apartment is an ecological starship. Meanwhile, my feathered butts in his studio from the 2020s. Topaz lives it up in a giant starship over at corporate HQ. Well, I get by on packed lunches in the middle of nowhere.
ก็ด่าบ้า
Let's shift our attention to some of the other thrilling events coming our way.
อีเวนต์ต่อไป
First off, during the 1.4 release, the Planar Infinity event is
What the
making its
fuck?
debut. Herta and 3 other members of the Genius Society made some small renovations to the simulated universe. But each of them threw a spanner in the works. With the code damage, the universe is beginning to expand exponentially. Madam Herta wanted me to pass a message on to our trailblazers. Don't panic, just a minor bug. You will be compensated.
Minor bug? Really?
What the
It
fuck?
doesn't sound like it.
It's true! The spanners in question cause the simulated universe's blessings and curios to multiply. As such, in Planar Infinity's Ordinary Plane challenges, trailblazers can obtain some wonderful buffs.
What the fuck?
For example...
For example, a cosmic big lotto that won't disappoint.
Oh, wow!
See what I mean? Following an ordinary plane challenge, trailblazers will enter Herta's manic plane with their buffs in tow. Every time trailblazers successfully challenge a wave of enemies, a floor is successfully cleared.
ต้องเก็บไปอีกอะ
As floors are cleared, trailblazers will face off against increasingly difficult enemies until...
Uh-oh. I knew there was a catch. Now we have to fight attrition warfare?
Herta wants to test the limits of the simulated universe's memory. Don't panic, Ms. March. As long as Trailblazers obtain as many buffs as they can in the ordinary plane challenges, they'll be able to face down the manic plane with full strength. Trust me, in the simulated universe, anything is possible.
Really? I don't believe you.
You must believe me! I promise, Trailblazers. It's a walk in the park. I'm begging you.
Now I really don't believe you.
And of course, Wormwood version 1.4b without the ever-stimulating check-in event.
แจกทุกอีเวนต์
Come on, y'all. Give it up to that. Let's hear it for checking in.
Woohoo! Check in.
Also in 1.4, we'll be welcoming in a story replay feature. When interacting with characters in the story, Trailblazers can now pause dialogue and review surrounding context. Juicy lore and tasty exposition.
Excuse me?
Happy mouse clicks. Waiting to be discovered.
This doesn't mean you can make new choices, though.
Genshin.
So always make choices that you know you
ไม่มี
won't
ทาง
regret.
ทำได้
We'll
Genshin
also
ไม่มี
be
ทางทำได้
seeing the return of
ไม่
the
มีทาง
planar
ทำได้
fisher and a
อี
realm
ก
of
แล้วเหร
the
อ
strange
ทุกแอดโอ
events.
เค
During the events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and Cavern of Corrosion can earn you a set amount of double rewards.
Nice! Double rewards! Some people are farming the cavern like crazy every
แต่
day.
เพื่อนเนี่ย
They can save themselves some time.
Would you be one of those people, Miss March?
Me? No way. Pom Pom never stops talking about that mysterious recipe they found. Things are gonna get real busy soon.
And what's a recipe gotta do with being busy?
It's not just the recipe. Pom Pom's been talking about organizing a whole food tour event. So strange. Nobody even knows where the recipe came from.
อะไรอ่ะ
What if Pom Pom runs into bad guys on the tour?
เดี๋ยวนะ
I need to protect the conductor.
Ha! I get it now. You wanna pose as a bodyguard to get a bunch of free snacks.
Hey, that's slander. The food tour will be following the express around the world.
แมคโดนัลด์หรืออะไรวะ
Keep your eyes peeled for official announcements on when and where we'll be stopping.
ชุดทั้งคู่เท่มาก
I'm the one that leaves people in suspense around here. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Redemption codes!
โอเค
Codes.
โอเค
We are honored to introduce Honkai Star Rail to the PlayStation 5 on October 11th. PlayStation 5 is a perfect platform for this space journey, allowing our team to tap into full potential of the console.
The story of Honkai Star Rail is only getting started. Now with added technical features on PlayStation 5, we invite PlayStation gamers worldwide to join us in this breathtaking space fantasy.
Climb aboard the Astro Express on this October 11th. Adventure has no limits.
And may this journey lead us starward.
Well, that's everything for today. Thanks for tuning in to
jawab
our
apa?
special program and see you in the...
Wait. Albert. Who's the
Jawab
main
aja.
presenter here? Shouldn't I be the one to bring the show to a close?
My bad. Force a habit. In that case, is there anything our main presenter would like to say to the audience?
Let me think. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. Let's get to 50 billion views.
50 billion. You might want to take a few zeros out there, March. Anyway, I got a flap. They're not paying me enough overtime, that's for sure. So whether or not your world has a day-night cycle,
จบแล้วเหร
good
อ ไว้
morning,
เจอ
good
กัน
afternoon, and get yourself home already. Albert, sign it off. Bye-bye.
Wait, Albert! He really made a break for it. Anyway, so that's all for today's program. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm your host, Mark
เหมือนพี่เบนอยู่
Wishing
นะ
all
เอาจ
you
ริง
guys a great day.
จบแล้วเหรอไว้จังอะนั่นไง
Finally.
ว่าแล้ว
I'm exhausted.
เนียนไม่เนียน
Huh? Really? Oh, thank you. Actually, I was feeling super nervous.
Huh?
Oh, no. guys did all the hard work. Thank you, thank you. Huh? Is the program link up already? I'll share it with my friend. Hey, you see my stream just now? You said you'd be tuning in. Link is already up, by the way. I just shared with you. Remember to watch the whole thing. I'll be checking. Huh?
Okay. น่ารักไลท์ไอโค้ดแรกไม่ได้อะเดี๋ยวนะหาโค้ดแรกก่อนนี่ขอดมเหรอไม่น่าใช่ปะเดี๋ยวนะเกิดอะไรขึ้นวะโอเคจบแล้วเดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงโอ้ยแหละนี่โค้ดอีกโค้ดโอเคสวยไปเข้าเกมจบแล้วเด้อฮอนไกสตาร์เร็วทำปกก่อนเข้าเกมแป๊บนึงโอเคมาได้โค้ดมาละสวย300แค่ เราเปิดต่อนะเนี่ยแต่คือแบบจะต่อดีกว่าควรลิงไม่ออกอ่ะเปิดเพลงแป๊บนึง
When you get your next big idea, Grammarly's tone suggestions can help pitch it with confidence to get your team on board.
ฟาร์มน้องฮุกต่อ
Grammarly makes all the difference in your professional success. Click the blue button to download Grammarly today.
ไม่ทองโอ้รอสิ้นเดือนใกล้สิ้นเดือนแล้วไม่เป็นไรรอใกล้สิ้นเดือนนิดเดียว
Oh stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
อ้าวน้องฮุกเก็บมาตีวนไว้อย่างแรงสวยแอมไม่พอสู้รออีกนิดเดียวเดี๋ยวได้5โลฟรีทันอยู่มีเวลาอยู่โอ้เอา
Oh stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
สวย40,000พระเจ้า30,000โอเคสวยแบงสวยเห็นนะทำไมสปีดตัวหลักถึงออกอ้าวสวยงาม
Oh stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
สู้เดี๋ยวก็ทองแล้วยังไปทีมนี้มันไม่มีฮิวใช่ไหมแล้วเบสอยู่นานขนาดนี้ได้ไงวะเนี่ยสวย2 อันเดี๋ยวเลยที่ทำได้ไหมสวยขึ้นมาไม่มีโดนฮิวก็สู้ได้ไม่ตายด้วยตัวนะตายเลยอ้าวตีน้องฮุกก็โดนสิครับอย่างแรงขึ้นมา
Oh
ปุ่มเอาคุณไม่สกิลด้วยดีมั้ยมันตายแล้วไม่เป็นไรโอ้ไม่ม่วงเลยเกมคุณภาพจริงโอเคมาเป็นสวยก็แหลมอย่างแรง48,000อ้าวเรียบร้อยดึงขึ้นมา
Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Savor it for me.
อย่างแรงจบโอ้ม่วงอันนึงโอเคใกล้สิ้นเดือนแล้วใกล้สิ้นเดือนแล้วน้องเอาไปเลยสวยโอเคคือตรงนี้ได้เลยเนี่ยแต่ไม่เอาดีกว่าเก็บไปก่อนเดี๋ยวเราตรงนี้กันแล้วก็ตีธรรมดา100%จะแม็กละนิดเดียวนิดเดียวทั้งเหลือเท่าไหร่วะเหลือพอควรโอเคไม่แย่ไม่แย่สมุดก็เหลือเยอะเหลือเกินดูดิมีดิจิงให้ย่อยไหมอันไหนวะให้แอดค่าได้ไม่เอาดีกว่าเท้ามาขอรองเท้าดีๆสาธุเฮ้ยทำไมต้องป้องกันเดี๋ยววะถ้าเป็นสปีดจะสวยมากอีก9 วัน เก็บเพชรไว้ก่อนไม่กี่วันโอเคพี่ขอวันเท่าไหร่Hello, Thanos. Hi. How are you? What do you mean Buddhist?ไม่มีอะไรทำเลยยังไม่ใช้ขวดยังไม่ใช้ขวดจะไปฟาร์มแอตตาเพิ่มเลยสตรีมแล้วเดี๋ยวไม่มีอะไรทำแล้ว